Okay, so I'm going to show you the online class, English 101 Online, using the Blackberry Storm and then the iPod Touch. The Touch is on the left and the Storm is on the right. And you have to remember that the Touch is using Wi-Fi, so it's a little faster. Okay, so on the Touch, I've logged in, well, I'm not logged in, but I'm visiting the page, and it's optimized for the web using the WP Touch plugin for WordPress. And there you can see the menu, so it'll list all of your pages that you have available on the site in the menu. And I have a Start Here page, so when students visit the Start Here page, you can see how easy that is to read the information that's available. And then of course, if there are links within that page, it'll take them to the area of the page where the link is leading them. Okay, so we're going to take a quick look at a video example of using a video in a post. Now I have a plugin that allows for videos to show on the iPod Touch, but the plugin doesn't allow the video to show on the Blackberry Storm. But you can show videos in a post if they're YouTube videos. So this is a example of using the Blip-It plugin. So on the right, I'm going to open up that post, and you'll see that there's no mention of a blog at all. On the left, I'm searching for this video post, and I think I found it in announcements. There it is. So when I click on it to open it, you'll see immediately that the picture of the video shows up on the left, and all I would need to do is click the play button, and the video will actually pull up a player and start to play the video. On the right side with the Blackberry, you'll see that you won't even know that there's a video there. So the video is playing. And then when you hit done, it takes you back to the blog post that had the video in it. And you can add comments and so forth if you're logged in. Okay, so you can also create assignments in your blog post. So here I have an example of 2 assignments. And one thing I really like is that you can embed Google documents into your pages, and they will be viewable on both the Touch and the Blackberry. So here you can see I created a form. This is a scavenger hunt that they have to do to get started, but I created a form in Google Docs, and students can then fill out the form and provide information to me just by filling out this form. So they can just click in the boxes and the keypad will pop up if I press gently. There we go. And then it gets big so you can see what you're filling in. And then you just fill in the information that you want to provide. And this works both on the Touch and the Blackberry Storm, except for the Storm, you have to keep pressing to make it big enough so you can see it. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Storm here. So I'm opening up the form now as we speak. Gotta press a little harder on my Storm. So there you can see the form, and then same thing, once I press on the box, it will bring up my keypad so I can type in my information. It's hard going back and forth between the Touch and the Blackberry, because on the Blackberry you have to actually press down, you're not just touching, and I keep getting confused. But you can see it's easy. Ooh, there's a bug. It's easy to type in your information that you need here. And then at the bottom of both forms, you can just hit a submit button, and the information gets submitted to your Google form, and you can keep track of all of your students that way. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how you can create quizzes for access on the Touch and the Blackberry Storm. And I'm using Class Marker here as my first example, but obviously you could use Google Docs or Google Forms to create a quiz as well. So here I'm able to post a link onto my blog post, and from that link students can just click to take the quiz. So I'm going to go ahead and show you this using the touch, but it also works on the Storm as well. I couldn't get my browser to stop scrolling. But anyway, so you'll see that you can have questions, and you can have a variety of types of questions. Here's a fill-in-the-blank question. It's a little problematic in that each time you go to the next page, the quiz gets small again, so you can't really see it. But to answer, I can just click in the box again, gently. And when my keyboard pops up, I can type in my answer. So the answer was blank. And then I have to scroll over to hit next because it was so big. Then on the next screen, I get the feedback, the results of the answer that I submitted, and then also the correct answer and how many points I was given for that. So here you can see the green check mark for, yay, you got it right, I got 1 point, and there were the acceptable answers. And then I can go to the next question, and this is an example of a multiple choice question. And all you have to do is touch the question that you want. And let's try to open it up on the Blackberry again, because I'm very persistent. And it looks like it's going to open up this time, but let's go back to the multiple choice. I can click D and then scroll over and hit next, and it's going to give me my results. Now these results can then be sent to your online account, so every student that takes the quiz, their results can be sent in. There's several ways you can use ClassMarker to create quizzes. This one is the easiest because students don't have to log in. But of course, if they don't log in, you don't really know who it is. You could make your first question something like, what's your name? And then the results that come in, you can use the names to determine who the student is. But you can also create accounts so that students can sign up for an account. And then you'll know who they are when they take quizzes. Okay, I'm going to log in on the touch just so you can see that you can have posts that you can post on your blog that only the students who log in can see and participate in. This way, the content that the students produce is private, like in a discussion that you might want to have, and you don't want for that to be public. So now you can see on the touch that private discussion number 1, class introductions, popped up. On the Storm, I'm going to show you just what the syllabus would look like. Remember, I created a page on the blog for syllabus, and we'll log in over there as well. So I like doing 2 things at once. Anyway, so I'm going to go into the discussion. Here you can see the prompt for what you want for students to do. And right now I just have the basic commenting set up on this blog. So there is no threading, or I'm not even sure if you can do threading, but I'm going to try that out next. But here you can see, just type in the box and then start typing in your message. And then once you're finished typing in your message, you just hit the publish button and it shows up. Shows up here and online. One of the problems I've been having with the Storm is, as you can see on the right, that the screen keeps getting smaller, bigger. It's not really working well with this page, this WordPress touch page. It works well on some websites, but this one is troublesome. But anyway, once you get it the right size, it's very easy to read the text that you'll have for any of the pages on the blog. So I'm going to turn it sideways so that you can see that if your eyesight is not as good as a 19-year-old, you can do a sideways look and the text can be a little bit bigger and it fits better. And then you can just scroll down and read the syllabus. So that's it for now for this overview.